Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over the Blurb plugin, how to download it for your Project 2 type specimen book for the interior of the book. So right now I'm in Project 2, phases 1 and 2, and within this project we have this button here called Blurb Getting Started. We're going to click on that and it'll take you to the Blurb Help Center. Blurb is a publisher that gives you plugins that you can put into your computer and that creates templates for you to use and then upload to their website, and they will print it out for you for a price. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to click on Getting Started with Blurb, and we're looking for the Blurb plugin. You're going to scroll down to Past Bookmaking Design Tools to InDesign Plugin. Click on that, and then this page is going to give you links to answer any questions you have about how to use the plugin. For today, we're just going to go over to Blurb Adobe Plugin, InDesign Plugin, and click on that. This is going to tell you about the plugin and how to use the plugin. So basically, it says the Blurb plugin for InDesign allows you to create a blank template for the Blurb book in the correct size and format we require. All you have to do is add your content and upload the PDF to Blurb. Using the plugin will give you the best possible print results. So if you have InDesign Creative Cloud 2023 or newer, we highly recommend that you download and install the plugin. If you have previous Blurb InDesign projects and want to open them in the plugin, see these instructions, which you probably don't have. The plugin for InDesign only works with 2023 or newer. If you're using an older version, other than 2023, you'll need to manually size the files using this PDF specification, then upload the files, the PDF files, using their PDF uploader. And then below here are some tips for using the plugin. And the first one is installing the plugin. So it says go to the download page for the plugin for Adobe InDesign. Download the specific plugin for your version of the InDesign and choose Save As to save the file. Close InDesign. Locate the download plugin in Installer. Double click, then follow the instructions, installation instructions. Things to remember when installing your plugin. You will need to have administrative permission, which you should because it's your account. InDesign should not be running while you're doing the plugin, installing the plugin. If you're unable to install the plugin, go contact support or you can contact me. Here are some other steps if you run into problems at home or on your own of how to do the plugin. But these instructions are pretty clear, and if you follow them step by step, you should be able to download it. I've already downloaded it, but what I'm going to show you is that you have to have an account in order to download the plugin. So when you click on this, it'll take you to this page saying log in or create an account. So I already have an account. It might say when you get to this page, create an account. You have to create an account in order to download the plugin. Once you create an account, it'll take you to the plugin page. Or if it doesn't, go back to the original page and click the plugin, and it'll start downloading the correct plugin for you to install. Once you have done that, you can go to InDesign, which I already have open. You can open your InDesign, and you will go up here to File, scroll down to the very bottom where it says Blurb Book Creator. You're going to click on this, and it'll come up with this information. It'll be blank when you open this up, and it'll say create a new book. I've already done so because it's right here, your recent projects, and that'll be the first thing that you're going to do. You're going to create a new book and you're going to name it. And what you're going to want to name it, I'm going to go back to project, to the assignment, and find what you're going to name it, which is in your final Project 2, Phase 3 final layout. You're going to name it right here. This name right here. And remember, it's Project 2 final layout _2. That's what you're going to name it. So you're going to hit create, you're going to name it, and then that's the first step. The second step is you're going to put in book details. The book details are alphabet book. I've already created this for you. Your name here, of course, you're going to put your name, whatever your name is. You're going to choose mini square 5x5, and you're going to choose premium lustre, which I think is the only option you have. You're going to choose soft cover, which is I think the only option you have. And then you're going to put in the number of pages. It's 54 pages. That's step 2. Step 3 is you've already got your name, and this is the name that I've named it, is that part. So when you get to step 3, you should have your name in there. It says cover, create cover template. Do not touch that until we are completely finished with the book. This will change the size of the spine that your book will be. So if you add pages, subtract pages, which you shouldn't be subtracting any, only maybe adding some, that will change the size of your spine of your cover template. So do not touch this until you're completely finished with the book. Step 4 is when you order the book. Right now I just picked no, you don't want a Blurb logo on there. They're giving you an estimated price of how much it's going to cost if you order between 1 and 9 books. And then you're going to say, I believe it says down here create once you're done, and then it will pop up here into your recent projects. Alright, so I'm going to click done because I'm not going to create this again. And I'm going to go into the one that I already created. Here's the one I already created. I'm going to double click on that. It'll let me. Come on. Open. There it is. Okay, I'm going to scroll up here to the top. I'm in my pages menu. I'm going to go to the first page. This would be the first inside cover. I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see what it says. I created this right there. I added that. So when you open your book, it'll look like this. I'm going to go out just a teeny bit. So it's going to show you all this information. I'm going to go over all of this and what it means, and I'm going to read this. So this magenta line is your safe area. This is where you will put all your text and images. This is your margin. Nothing should be outside of this. The black line, this is where they cut the book, the crop or the trim line. If you have anything close to it, it could be cut off. The red line is where you put your any kind of images that you want to go past the edge of the book. If you want a full, it's called a full bleed. If you want a full bleed that goes all the way edge to edge of your book, then you will take your image out to this red line. That way it won't get cut off, or it'll get cut off in the spot that you want it to get cut off at. Okay, next I'm going to zoom in, a little too much, on this. This is the name of the book. So this tells you the book size. It's a mini square 5x5. And this first printable page is your book and will print on the right side. These instructions should not appear on your exported PDF. Please be sure to complete your pages design prior to creating your cover template. As I said before, don't touch that until you're done. The page count must be exact when creating a cover template. You'll need to upload a PDF for the pages and at least one cover type. That's when you're done. Remember, all books must be an even number of pages. Remember that. We'll get back to that later. The first page will be on the right side as you open the cover, and the last page will be on the left side as you close the book. Hardcover books include an end sheet on both the front and the back of the inside pages for binding purposes. Please note, all critical text and art should appear within this gray area. Any context outside this area may be unevenly trimmed or hidden by the gutter when the book is bound. If you would like your artwork to extend to the very edge of your finished book, then pull your artwork edge to the red bleed line, as I mentioned before. Be sure to review your exported PDF on an outside program like Adobe Reader to ensure it appears correct and without these instructions. And if you have further questions, go to this link. I want to go over now these instructions. They are locked, and keep them locked. Do not change them. Only turn them on and off. When you start working on your book, you can turn these off. You can turn them back on to see if you're in the right place, if you've done everything correctly. But when you're working on the book, it should be turned off. I have added an intro. That's just basically you can put your introduction to your book in this spot. Now I'm going to zoom out and show you some more pages. When we go to this page, I have also turned off the instructions. Here are the instructions. Again, it will tell you where your margin is, your trim line, and your bleed line. This is the blue gutter, so this is the middle of your book. Here is where you're going to put your alphabet letter, and here's where you're going to put your body copy. So I'm going to turn that off again. As you can see, you can go work on your book in this way. Now I'm going to go to Pages. Pages in this menu shows you all your pages, and we will get into master pages and page numberings later. You can scroll down and you can double click on any page to get to that page. So I'm just going to double click on Z and it'll automatically take me to that page. As you can see, Z and the body copy. And I'm going to scroll down here. This is the last page. Some people have put their entire alphabet on there in mini form for their last page. It's up to you what you want to do with that. You can leave it blank if you like. So basically this is the back, the last page of your book, and it'll be printed. So on the right side would be your back cover. This would be the last page on the left side. And the first one up here will be the first page on the inside. These are spreads. Spreads are 2 pages, the left side and the right side, as we had talked about when we were doing our layouts, our sketches and our rough layouts. Please remember that this is how you are going to work on your book and keep track of what you're supposed to do. You can go ahead and add these to your file, and all you'd have to do is basically, if you want to go, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be on page A. I'm on page A right now. You would go to your layer and you could turn this on and off if you want. You can add this just so you know where you're supposed to be, and then you can turn it off later. And you can just add layers here to create your text or images. We will go over typesetting later and how to download images, what types of images, and they need to be linked or embedded, and they need to be CMYK or RGB. Please, please, please remember to save this in the correct format, and do not touch that create cover. Don't touch that at all. Make sure that if you have any questions, please ask me, and I will be happy to help you.